Hello everyone, the Angry Critic here, and I'm here to review the new Season 9 premiere of Dexter New Blood, which takes place 10 years after Season 8 of Dexter. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed this premiere, more than that god-awful last season of Dexter, Season 8. My god, that big fuck up of a season. I don't think I need to explain how awful the ending was. This season, the first episode so far came out, but I think this season, where Dexter is trying to live a new life after he abandoned Harrison and Hannah from season 8, I'm a big fan of Dexter, the original series. Just remember watching the whole show in Netflix. Always really have enjoyed the first 4 seasons, with the exception of season 3, which I thought kind of sucked with when you team up with McGill, but that changed when I saw season 4, and I was blown away how awesome that season was with the Trinity Killer. I just thought I already knew that Rita died at the end of season 4 because my mom watched it, but I was still blown away how awesome season 4 was, how great the villain, the Trinity Killer was. Especially when how shocking the ending was. Well, I already knew his wife dies, but to me, considering how great the season was by now, it's just wow. It really does end with a great note, or a tragic note, but just a big giant cliffhanger. With season 5, it was okay, I guess. Season 6 has some interesting ideas with the religious theme, but it was kind of ups and downs, and then season 6 is probably the best season about with the new writers, but that's a whole different story. But even season 6 did a whole candor the first 4 seasons. The last 2 seasons sucked. They're atrocious, especially season 8. Yeah. In case this is gonna be a lot of spoilers from the first 8 seasons from Dexter, and this for the first episode of season 9, so don't watch this if you don't want anything spoiled. But so Dexter, it's the main show is about a guy who's a serial killer who's trying to live a normal life while killing people who are bad guys and murderers themselves. And he hunts down bad guys, so because he's a sociopath, a psychopath in some way, but he uses this for good. Dexter always has the urge to kill people. So so his foster father Harry teaches him this code of how to contain it, not the whole innocence, but if he can't fight his urges, his obsessions of killing people, then this might as well just kill people who deserved it, which it does throughout the show. And with after season 8, when he uh, begins to lose his able to let go of his urges of killing, he eventually decides to have a happy life at foreign country, at South America. I mean, I forgot what the place was called, but he was going to have Harrison and Hannah McKay from the last 2 seasons of the other show to have a happy life, but then Deb gets shot and by the Blaine's Surgeon Killer from which was the main villain of season 8, which was Dexter's fault. She dies. Oh, she goes into a coma for the rest of her life, and he puts her down. So because the doctor said she's gonna be brain dead, gonna be in a coma for the rest of her life. So he decides to put her down, unplug the machines, and dump her body into the ocean. Well, this giant hurricane starts, and he disappears into the hurricane, I guess to kill himself, but becomes a lumberjack when he survives and just lives. It abandons Harrison and Hannah, his son Harrison, for our foreign country with a fugitive who killed innocents on our part. But yeah, it's this season, this episode, it takes place 10 years later. He's trying to have a normal life for himself. I think he works as a I'm gonna try to find a recap. He he works as a I think he works at a gun shop where he sells guns to people. Uh, I'm trying to find a recap so I can properly inform you what happens. Yeah, he works at a gun store, and he's like trying to live a normal life. He has a girlfriend who's a police officer who happens to look like Deborah. She has a sexual relationship before, like but uh, eventually he meets a guy at a gun shop where he sells him a machine gun, and he appears the guy is a total dick. I think he's gotten 5 people killed or something. Uh, let's see. He was driving a boat. This Matt guy, he was driving a boat. Uh, it was some kind of boat accident, and he someone was killed with him. But apparently, it's revealed later from another guy named Bill, who Dexter knows. He killed that guy purposely, and that he has no actual evidence, but eventually he doesn't like the guy. He's reluctant to sell him the gun, but he does, and Dexter throughout the episode hunts down a white deal, and he can't bring himself to kill it because he's trying to live without his urges of killing. He can't. He has to. He's trying to function without, and he can't kill anything. I guess to him is all or nothing with killing, whether it's an animal or a person. But eventually decides not to kill this deal if he's trying to hunt because he lives in a snow like I think he lives in some cold area of New York. So he eventually hunts down this deal, and he eventually decides not to kill it. This deal is CGI, and that's the only part I didn't like about this episode. Is that the CGI, the deal he hunts down, it's CGI. It's kind of cartoon looking. It does not look out. It literally looks out of place. But it does not look as bad as the CGI deal in The Walking Dead. But still, it doesn't look very good. But eventually, this Mac guy kills the deal, and Dexter just gets angry and beats the shit out of the guy, and decides to kill this guy. He almost just flat murdered this guy. It was kind of like the scene from season 5 after Rita died, where Dexter complimenting, feeling the urge to disappear, kill himself maybe, and he runs into some redneck loudmouth and insults him and tells him about his wife dying, and he insults his wife, and he kills him by bashing his head, facing with something, with a tool. But eventually, it's kind of like this scene, which I thought was a pretty damn good scene from season 5, despite how disappointing season 5 was. But eventually, he ends up, he decides to kill this Mac guy, and eventually, instead of killing him outright like he did with that other redneck guy from season 5, he eventually does it the proper way by he can't regains his, he lives under a fake name. He now is named Jim Lindsay or something. His last name is not Dexter Morgan anymore. He eventually, throughout this episode, there's no narration, no nothing. Instead of, Dexter, throughout the episode, it feels completely different from the other 8 seasons. The direction is quite completely changed. There's no narration, there's no nothing. He doesn't seem to act like Dexter half the time. Like, he kind of acts like him, but he doesn't really talk about how he's going to kill people who fit his code, and we don't get any of that. It's more quiet, trying to be normal. Eventually, until he comes across this guy and Matt who kills this white deal, and he kills someone innocent in a boating accident. He eventually drags him to a shed with some place he lives in down the mountains, and there's the whole thing from the show, all the clear sheets, everything, the tools. The apron, I think, he just puts out everything, and he wraps the guy up, and he wakes up. He does the cup on his face to collect his blood, because kind of like you have those blood slides you have throughout the show. And he says, Matt wakes up and he freaks out, saying, "Don't do this. I have issues. I have shitty parents. His mom, I think, abandoned him or died, and his father was never there for him. He was always working." Where he gets him to admit what he did. He killed the guy in that boating accident directly, and he says how he just makes excuses, saying, "Oh, it's not my fault." He literally says it's not his fault. It's his parents' fault or something. In Dexter, though, he kind of like empathizes him for a second, but it's like you're blaming your actions over bad parenting, which kind of like how Dexter does throughout the show, with how his mom gets chopped up with a chainsaw, his dad, he never knew his actual dad, his actual mom gets murdered, and his adopted father Harry teaches him the code, makes him partially responsible who Dexter is now, because he, but I guess if Harry didn't tell him that code, he'd be a much worse person. But he eventually, he kind of like empathizes that a bit and says he kind of has similar problems, but eventually, I'm like, is he gonna let him go or team up with him? That's what I felt like to me, but no, Dexter was like, fuck you, I'm killing you, and just stabs him like he does with his victim, stabs him right in the chest. And suddenly, we get the music again. Big narration. It all comes back. Something like snaps back in him. He's now Dexter Morgan again. Hello, Dexter Morgan. So Dexter Morgan, I guess, is back. He got the urges of killing again. He felt so great. And the way how the Michael C. Hall is a great actor. I don't really saw him on other things, but he seems like a really great actor. Michael C. Hall, the acting, I don't think it's ever bad in the show, despite how bad the last 4 seasons, season 7, 8 at least, they always got Michael C. Hall's acting ability right. Michael C. Hall is a great actor. Even the god-awful series finale, when he dumped Deborah's body into the ocean, his acting was fantastic. He does a great job trying to be a sociopath, kind of full of himself, and trying to regulate emotions, but can't. Yeah, he just does. He does 100% fantastic job doing that. I just love it how he does it, and how he just always trying to always plays this always he always tries to be acting portraying this sociopathic monster in a way, and just trying just gets like the typical stages of antisocial behavior, lack of empathy, lack of emotion, inappropriate behaving, having the same exact same expression every time, was praised a lot in the season 5 premiere after Rita died, when he couldn't really show how devastated he is, which really wasn't because he didn't feel anything. Every time he stabs someone in the chest, when he kills someone, it's always he always in this stuff. He always feels satisfying when they do that. Always, just always. It just makes you. It always feels like they just accomplished something. Like you can feel it too when you're watching it. And just and how great it made him feel to kill someone, and you kind of feel the same way too, in a fucked up way. So eventually, he kills this guy. The guy was a total dick. He deserved it, and I he eventually cut up his body like he does with other victims, and I guess instead just throws them in the trash or dumps them in the ocean or something. I forgot, but he begins to become isolated again. He just starts to act like Dexter Morgan again, and that's what I like. They did a great job, but this entire episode was much better, miles better than the last 2 seasons of this show. Season 7, 8. That's how good this episode was. They brought back one of the old writers from the first 4 seasons, Clyde Phillips, the showrunner for season 9. I think he was the showrunner for season 3 and 4, and want to know how awesome season 4 was. So I cannot see this to be another fuck up. I just hope Scott Buck, who was the showrunner for season 6 and 8, is not involved, because he really he really fucked up the show when he took over. Well, not right away. Season 6 was okay, to me, at least. Season 7 and 8, really, that's where the whole show really died for me right there. But yeah, apparently now Dexter is going to go through I guess throughout season 9, Dexter is going to go through this whole killing cycle again. He's going to hunt down people who deserve to die, who kill innocents themselves. He's going to do that all over again. And maybe he's going to get caught, maybe not, because he never got caught from the other show, which is baffling to me. I expected in the last season for him to get caught. And he didn't. Maybe this will happen in this season. I think this season's gonna have 8 or 10 episodes instead of 12, so it's gonna be very limited. But I hope they really pull off in this season. But yeah, and throughout the episode, they bring Deborah back, not from the dead. She's still dead from season 8, but the episode before the finale, Harry disappears into his consciousness when Dexter believes he doesn't need him anymore to guide him when he's planning on taking off to a foreign country with Hannah McKay and Harrison before he decides to abandon them and become a lumberjack to punish himself because he thinks he's in a great danger to him after Deborah dies. And Deborah comes back, but she's like the new Harry now. She's now part of his consciousness, and she's lecturing him how to function without killing other people, how to fit in with society, to keep lecturing him to stay away from his family, to keep them safe, because halfway through the episode, his son Harrison comes back. He found him somehow, but he's now a teenager. The trailers, for whatever reason, just give that away, which I don't know why they decided to do. I don't know why they decided to do that, but Dexter, he asks Harrison goes into his house and asks him if he's Dexter Morgan, his father. And Dexter says no, because the ghost of Deborah told him not to, reminded him of all the other people he's gotten killed. Dogs, Rita, Regretta, Hall, Deborah, and that he has suicides to lie and said, no, I'm not your father. You must have me confused with someone else. So Harrison just leaves. He did that in order to keep him safe. And Deborah is assuring him he did the right thing, not to. If he's staying away from Harrison, then how come when that kind of breaks the point with his newfound girlfriend, who's a police officer? Is that could he put his girlfriend in danger too? I don't know, but apparently, so Dexter decides, but after Dexter kills this shithead Matt guy, he decides to go back, find Harrison, and says, I lied, I am your father, I am Dexter Morgan. And he brings Harrison back to his cabin house. Although we see drops of blood, I guess, from Matt after he killed him on his backyard. drops of blood from the snow because he lives in a snow mountain area. Area. So yeah. So this seems really interesting. It seems like I guess Harrison. I'm wondering if he's going to teach Harrison about the code, why he abandoned him. I am wondering what happened to Hannah McKay. I heard that from sources that they're not going to bring her back, which thank God, because Hannah McKay was such an unlikable character. I don't know why. That's where the show died for me, when Dexter doesn't kill Hannah McKay. It ends up bullying her instead. It becomes his new girlfriend. I don't know what the fuck were they thinking with that. That really killed it for me. I don't know what the hell he saw in Hannah. And why you literally, of all people, would leave Harrison with her at a foreign country. But seems like Hannah McKay maybe abandoned Harrison. Maybe she died or got arrested. I'm curious about that, but that might explain the next episode. But apparently they're not bringing back Hannah McKay. They're not bringing back Lumen from season 5, which, honestly, if I won't mind if this brought Lumen back from season 7 instead of introducing us to Hannah McKay, because I can buy Dexter being with Lumen instead. Because Lumen didn't kill innocents, because she was a victim of a gang rape person. I gotta see. That was a lot more believable to watch for Dexter to be Lumen in a million fucking years than Hannah McKay. But yeah. So far, this is a really good season so far. Let's just hope, but no fuck it up like a season 8. So this was a pretty damn good premiere. Really got us back, kind of sucks you back in to the Dexter show. Because season 8, because like I said, season 8 was a big fucking train wreck. And this, let's just hope they don't fuck it up with this. This show has one more chance to pull off. To really give us the ending we deserve. This show deserves. Because the ending of Dexter becoming a lumberjack. I mean, what kind of fucking ending was that, really? Even Michael C. Hall said he didn't like the ending of Dexter. Of season 8. So let's just hope. And they're saying right now how the ending for this season is going to blow our minds. And just hope they're not fucking lying for their teeth. So yeah, great direction, good season premiere. Not amazing, but a pretty good start. I just hope they don't. Really good. I'm interested of them bringing Harrison back. And who knows, maybe it might bring. I don't know, it's the same actor who played Harrison from the last 2 seasons, because he grew his hair and he's played by a toddler actor, but he does have like black hair, I think. That's kind of bothers me. That's one of the fewest things I have gripes in this premiere. Why is Harrison's hair brown or black? Should be like blonde? Maybe he dyed it, I don't know. But he seems like. But the actor seems to be. Does a okay job so far, but we didn't see much of him in this episode, so we might see him more later. And Jennifer Carpenter was good as Deborah again. Michael C. Hall was fantastic again as Dexter. I kind of roll my eyes that they're gonna bring Deborah back as a conscience, because I like Dexter, but with Harry and his conscience kind of got a bit repetitive for my taste. Got kind of a bit full of itself, like with Dexter saying about his dark passion showing crap. But, it annoyed me with this. Because I actually like the interactions with Dexter and Double throughout season 9. With Double, I do like Double as a killer. She can be a bit much and kind of annoying, but that's kind of the point. And so far, she doesn't get on my nerves of being Dexter's constant, so let's just hope she doesn't get too much in the way in Dexter's mind. But so I'm gonna give. So okay, thanks for watching this review. This is a pretty damn. I'm gonna give this episode an 8 out of 10. Good premiere, and I can't wait for the next episode. And this is a decent premiere of season 9, and let me know what you think about Dexter as a show in season 9 premiere. Do you like the show? Do you hate it? Did you thought the ending of Dexter was the perfect ending for season 8? Which I doubt no one liked. But if you thought that was the best ending we got in any show, then you must be on fucking drugs, because that was terrible season. You're a fucking moron. Okay, just kidding, I respect your opinion. But still, you must be in some fucking alien from another planet if you thought that was any good ending with that. I'll go with Breaking Bad's ending any day. I'll go with Breaking Bad's ending any day than Dexter's. Yeah, I just hope they fix that up with this season. Because it's not going to be season 10. This is going to be kind of like a remake of season 8. It's going to be a continuation. Try to give a show a proper ending. And I was just really shocked that they're going to bring back season 9. I didn't think that was actually going to happen. My mom kind of predicted that some people predicted it could be a movie or a season 9, and I didn't think that was actually going to happen. I just think this was going to be the only good last season we got. Season 8, which sadly it was, but surprisingly this did happen. Season 9 we got. And just hope we stick up to their promises and fix up what was broken at season 8. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know about you think about this premiere. Which characters you want to see in season 9. It'll be good to bring back Batista, Mazuka, Quinn maybe back to season 9. Maybe some other characters. But they're not gonna bring back Hannah McKay, thank God. They're not gonna bring back Lumen, which I'm fine with that. I don't know what they're gonna bring back. I don't know what else they're gonna bring back, but I don't know if Dexter is coming back to Miami or not, but we'll see. So let me know about this premiere. If you have any faith, if they're gonna give us a good ending this time, and what you thought about the episode alone, and if it's really brought you back, and tell me what you think when the show died when it jumped the shark. I really want you to let me know that. So don't forget to click to subscribe. Let me like or dislike this video, share this video, and thanks for watching my review. Bye. Surprise, motherfucker! Ha!